How did you decide on the musical arrangement and production for this track?
So yeah, it kind of came to me. I feel like I was on a plane. I just like heard the bass line. I voice recorded myself on the plane. It's just like so much like plane noise. Yeah. It's insane. It just kind of started with bass and vocals. Just kept layering and adding sections.
Did you get any weird stares when you were on the airplane?
Nah, I did it really soft. I was like, I was just like in the cut, like next to the window.
Yeah.
In a dream.
Hi everybody, this is In Between Bites. My name is Jennalynn. I'm the host. I'm here with Cisco Swank, also known as Francisco Hay, who is a multi-instrumentalist, vocalist, and producer from Brooklyn, New York, who's quickly becoming a staple in the city's R&B, jazz, and hip-hop communities. Last year, he released his debut album, More Better, which was met with critical acclaim, and he also recently went on tour in Europe with rapper Noname. So, we're gonna play a little game.
Let's do it.
Named after your track, All the Same. And I took it because there's one lyric that you wrote, I'll play pretend. You told me that you were good. And I was like, oh, it'd be funny if I like pretended to be these musicians and you'd have to guess who they are.
Cool.
Are you, well, you went to Berkeley, so I'm like, maybe you have some music history knowledge.
Maybe. I have a good amount.
Okay.
We're gonna see right now, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, the first one's easy. So I'm just gonna read you a description. I'm often referred to as the First Lady of Song and known for my purity of diction, phrasing, and horn-like improvisational ability and scat singing. I'm from Newport News, Virginia. I was married to a double bassist, and I've won 13 Grammys.
First Lady of Song. Is this Ella Fitzgerald?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Good job.
Let's go.
I'm a Hungarian composer, pianist, conductor, and teacher with a body of work spanning more than 6 decades. I was in a relationship with Countess Marie de Agoult in 1934, and I had a love-hate relationship with Chopin, or more like he had one with me.
Hungarian? Oh, so this is like, you said
1934 is when he had the relationship with the Countess. Also, like, somebody in your family really likes him.
This isn't like Rachmaninoff. Not Rachmaninoff. This isn't...
No. That's so funny you bring him up, though.
Wait, why am I blanking right now? Ravel? It's not Ravel. Ravel's like older. Yeah, let me get a hint.
Wait, maybe we'll make it too easy. Well, he's Hungarian, and one of his songs has the word Hungarian in it.
Oh, Hungarian. Wait, why am I blanking right now? I feel so dumb.
It's the allergies.
It's the allergies right now.
Yeah.
Dang, wait. You're gonna give me the answer and I'm gonna feel so dumb.
Their name has 5 letters in it.
Wait, yeah, I might need the answer. I can't even.
It's Liszt.
Oh, Liszt, yeah.
Yeah, I read that your dad really likes him.
He does. He literally does. And that's, I should have just kept guessing. I feel like.
How many guesses do you think it would have taken? I mean,
Probably
I feel like
2
also
more.
you have a wealth of like, you know about so many composers and musicians that it's like harder for you, I feel.
I knew it was like a more modern person, but I was like,
yeah.
which one was it? Dang, yeah.
Okay,
All right.
next one.
Next one. I got this next one. Let's go.
Okay, this one is very modern.
Uh-huh.
So they're an American pianist, a record producer, songwriter, and musical arranger, and their music embodies multiple genres, but it's primarily centered around jazz. He's won 5 Grammy Awards and has had 11 nominations and has worked with hip-hop and R&B artists like Q-Tip, Mos Def, and Maxwell.
Oh, it's either like Robert Glasper.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, fire.
That was good. Okay, I'm only going to do 2 more. This next one's going to be easy, though.
Nice.
I think. It should be easy.
So sad I missed that list question.
Nah, you're good. Don't worry about it. Okay, this one. Born and raised in North Carolina, then studied music in Philadelphia. I'm an American jazz saxophonist, band leader, and composer, and I pioneered the use of modes and free jazz. I've appeared on albums with Miles Davis and Thelonious Monk, and I even won a special Pulitzer Prize.
Free jazz? Ornette Coleman?
That's a good guess, though.
Free jazz.
Somebody even more well-known than them.
Wayne Shorter? Wayne Shorter is not really free jazz. Said born in Philly. Or
No,
North Carolina?
born in North Carolina, moved to Philadelphia.
Moved to Florida.
No, Philadelphia.
Played with like Miles.
Yeah.
Who are the people?
And Thelonious Monk.
Thelonious Monk.
He's like super famous. Like if you ask somebody who doesn't know anything.
Culture?
Yeah.
Okay, fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
You saved yourself.
Yeah, let's go. That would have been so bad if I was just like. I said wage. Yeah, I was just like.
Okay,
geez.
last one. This one is kind of funny.
Okay.
So, if you don't get it, I won't be that surprised, but you should get it.
Okay, let's see.
And the description isn't that long.
Okay.
I grew up in the Bronx and I used to rhyme.
I used to rhyme? Ice Spice?
No.
Like,
That's such a good answer,
like what?
though.
I grew up in the Bronx.
They grew up in the Bronx in the 90s.
In the 90s.
Like when hip hop was like first emerging. And you spent a lot of time with them. No, you spent a lot of time with them.
Oh, my mom? No. That's so
Mickey
funny.
D, yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay,
Shout out my mom.
Shout out to your mom, yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, I am curious. Did she teach you anything about like lyrics or writing or anything?
Not like personally. I don't think there was ever a time where it was like, oh, you do this and that. I think it was more just like exposing me to certain songs and music that just had really good cadence and flow and classic.
What's your favorite song that she's like introduced you to?
I don't know, like Sugar Hill Gang is really classic. Like ODB, yeah, you know me. ODB, yeah, but yeah, a lot of just like New York. Just like we have a collection of like old hip hop. Just like CDs.
Cassettes? Oh, okay.
It's just like goes through every year and plays all the hits.
That's so cool.
So we just like used to bump that all the time, which is cool.
So this is our next segment. It's called Palatable Palettes. And in between bites, we'll be auctioning off the artwork created by you, and we'll give half of the proceeds to a community fridge or food bank in New York City of your choice.
Oh, cool.
So you can literally see our past guests' art in here. This is Fig. I think you know Fig.
Yeah.
Maybe. And then Yoshi.
Nice.
I don't know if you recognize.
Yeah, it
his
definitely
art
looks
style.
like something you would.
Yeah. Then we had Singering. Oh my god. And we had a few other ones in the back. Do you know Augie Bello?
Yeah.
He does
it's
jazz.
like sax.
Yeah. Have you ever busked with him? Do you busk at all?
I never really have.
Okay.
I would love to.
Really?
It seems fun. I mean, I've like sat in with some homies who've been playing at Washington Square Park or wherever. But yeah.
Okay. So the prompt for the drawing is draw what you hope or believe the future holds for you.
Okay,
and so
cool.
you can use these pens.
Oh,
we also have
nice.
crayons.
I think crayons is the move.
Crayons,
Definitely.
to throw it back. And also markers if you want to outline something.
Okay, sweet.
Okay, so the first question is about All the Same.
Uh-huh.
How did you decide on the musical arrangement and production for this track? And were there any like specific influences or sounds that you wanted to incorporate?
Definitely, I wrote that song right after listening to Dijon's album for the first time. I was like, yo, this is the best music I've ever heard
Really?
in my life, yeah.
Do you still feel that way? Oh shit. Okay.
I definitely still wholeheartedly think Dijon is like one of the best. I feel like artists, musicians. Yeah, I just want to make something different than what I'd normally been making, which was more jazzy hip hop, and kind of incorporate different sounds, just like more alternative things.
Yeah.
So yeah, it kind of came to me. I feel like I was on a plane. I just like heard the bass line.
Oh.
I voice recorded myself on the plane. It's just like so much like plane
Turbulence,
noise. Yeah, it's insane. I went back, recorded in my Boston apartment. It just kind of started with bass and vocals, and then later on just kept layering and adding sections and things. But yeah, that's kind of like how it started, I feel like.
Did you get any weird stares when you were on the airplane?
Nah, I did it really soft. I was like, I was just like in the cut, like next to the window.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of how that song came about.
For most songs that you make, do you remember like the first place that you think of an idea for it?
Usually it's a lot of it is in the bathroom. I'm just like
really?
in the
like
bathroom.
in the shower, or
I'll
like
be in the
pooping?
shower. It could be usually in the shower or just like around the crib. Or I'll be on the train. A lot of times it happens on the train when I'm listening to something. And it usually comes from like inspiration from something else. And I just like voice memo it or just try and get down an idea. It'll happen in mad different ways or places. I feel like it's always changing. Or at shows too. Like literally during a show I'll hear something really cool and be like,
like other people's show or your own show?
Yeah, like other people's shows.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's crazy that you're like playing a song and you're like, well, guess what? I have another idea.
Literally insane. But yeah, it's. I feel like it's always changing and ideas are always coming and forming.
Are you working on like another EP or album right now?
I'm working on a lot of new music. I don't know what I want to do with it per se, but definitely a lot of new music with a lot of homies and things. So I'm excited. A lot of stuff with, my homie Luke Titus. He's a drummer.
Yeah.
We're working on another project. Me, Yoshi, Jackson August.
Jackson, yeah.
Yeah. Elijah.
Well,
Sebastiano.
then Patrick is going to be there somewhere, right? Eventually.
And Patrick is always, of course, Patrick's always like filming the best videos of all time. Damn, I feel like this drawing is kind of mid. I'm going to make it cool though.
It's a process. We have like 8 more questions.
Okay, cool. Okay, fire.
Evolve as an artist now.
It's gonna turn out good.
Next question, and we kind of talked about this earlier, but church is like a really big thing for you. I didn't realize you performed at 2 churches though on Sunday. In terms of like Bible references though, do you have a favorite lyric or song that you've written, or do you have any like thoughts on artists like Hosier or Florence the Machine who always reference the Bible?
Yeah. Well, in the most recent song that I dropped.
Was it Feels or the other?
Yeah, Feel. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of questions on that one too.
Word, for sure. Okay, I'm hyped. But I said...
You're like, skip the Bible stuff.
Skip the Bible. I said, keep my eyes wide open. Thoughts from the past never made me hopeless. I put my faith in trying to seize the moment. And just like stuff like that. I don't know, just inspirational. I try to be just like kind of low-key inspirational without being
like
too corny.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is such a hard, thing to do.
It's also really interesting because I feel like when artists, they write super inspirational lyrics, they'll balance it out with like sad beats. But you don't do that. Like yours is just jazz.
Yeah, it's just like jazzy
R&B,
and it's like...
And yet it doesn't come off corny at all. Because it has good instruments and...
Yeah, that's what
melodies,
I feel like I try and like make up for that with just like instrumentation and chords and translating it harmonically and things like that. So that's good to hear though. I'm just trying to make, music for a little bit of everyone. Like if you're a jazz head, you could listen for the harmonic or rhythmic content.
Well, a lot of your I guess fan base is like super into lo-fi because you bring that in too.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's a lot of like younger jazz conservatory heads, which I think is cool. I feel like it's just making something that resonates with people who are...
I think it's really cool that like jazz has existed long enough though for like artists like you, and like I think of like May Simona's a lot because she's
I also went to... She lives like across the street from me at Berkeley.
Well, they both know her.
Oh, fire. Oh, yeah. May's the best. They're stars, and it's a Grammy. I put Grammy.
You're like trying to be like...
so people know what it is.
That's so funny, though, because whenever I tell people, like, oh, so for the prompt, you can be abstract with it. You don't have to be literal.
Yeah.
And I always give them this preface of, like, you don't have to say you want a Grammy. And then I didn't give you that, and you drew it.
It's like, yeah, hopefully that could happen.
Honestly, you were inspired by the artists that I was, like, mentioning during the game.
Yeah.
I was like, 11 Grammys. You're like, okay, I gotta get
I was
one.
like, you know what? Let me get at least one. Can I get at least one Grammy? And I have the happy but sad. The future. There's a lot of ups and downs.
And the color coding you got here.
I got a couple colors.
Yeah, purple, orange, really underrated combo.
This is a crazy combo, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what's your favorite color?
I really like navy blue and forest green.
Okay. Yeah,
I
no,
feel like
me
too. Those are nice.
Well, I get scared of people who say their favorite color is red. So now I do this
That's
thing.
a little aggressive.
Aggressive? Like
red is like
me? Oh, no, yeah. Okay, we're on the same page.
I was like, nah, red is...
I was like, fine. Then if I'm going to be aggressive, then I'm going to stick with what I said.
I didn't mean, you're like, I didn't mean it. Now, like, red is like an aggressive color, I feel like, to be your favorite color.
Yeah, like people who have like iPhones that are red, they scare me a little bit.
Yeah,
you know
it's like, yeah.
I know somebody with a red iPhone, but they don't have any case on it either. Which is like another level.
That's like black Air Force energy right there. Just like straight red iPhone. So it's...
How was going on tour in Europe with Noname?
It was fun. It was really crazy. It was my first time in Europe.
Yeah.
Which was
Wait,
January.
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
January and February, yeah. So it was definitely like a crazy experience. Especially being places where no one speaks English.
Yeah.
Like, I've never really been in those environments before. But yeah, it was great. Everyone just loves music in Europe. I feel like they're more...
Well, you guys all speak like this. That sounds so corny, but it's like music is like that transcendent language. Because I watched this other... Oh my gosh, so I was watching this producer. His name is Ocean, and he was making music with an Urdu player. Like, do you know what an Urdu is?
Yeah, that's the not the stringed instrument.
It is kind of like... Yeah, you can pluck and like use a bow. It's the Chinese like...
Yeah.
And they were making drill beats to it, which was really cool.
Fire.
But like she spoke English, but it wasn't... There was like a little bit of like a language barrier, but it was cool because once they started looking at the actual computer, like Ableton or something, they were like, oh, we should have like this beat.
Yeah.
And it was cool to see that. So.
No, definitely. Yeah, it's definitely like a universal thing. Where it's like, oh, if it sounds good, we're chilling. Like, it's going to be a good time. Which I definitely felt while there and wherever cities we were. It was cool just meeting people too.
Yeah.
And just like, I feel like things are so similar but so different, like completely different. So yeah, it was a fun experience.
Any foods that you ate there that you really liked?
I can't lie, that's the thing. The food was kind of mid. It was kind of mid. I'm also allergic to nuts, and Europeans just love sprinkling nuts on everything for no reason, especially like pastries. Like, so
he's also allergic to nuts.
Oh, word!
Too, so he gets it.
Let's go.
That's why he's laughing.
Okay, fire. It's like, and you're in like Germany, and you're just like Google translating everything, and then everything has. What's nuts in German? Hasen or something? It's just like, I see Hasen everywhere.
What did it mean to be characterized as black music, all of it by Ambrose, who you've played with?
Yeah.
And then later on, you mentioned a fader. You said, I'm like a black, socially aware Jacob Collier who can rap. So now that you're aware that people perceive you as like this emblem for, like, I guess modern black music in the 21st century, do you feel like there's like a weight on your shoulders, or are you like chilling? You're like natural about feeling characterized this way?
Word. It's so funny that fader quote.
Yeah.
I just did not think they were gonna. I was just like joking around with Ariel, who was interviewing me, and I just said that like as a joke. You don't know journalists, then
she'll definitely use that.
She said
I would use
that's
that.
That's gonna be the first line of the. I was like, oh no. No, yeah, it's crazy. It's definitely an honor. Hearing people like Ambrose and people I've looked up to for a long time saying like, oh, he's continuing the lineage of music that I've studied and practiced for a long time. Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like sometimes I feel some weight, but also I'm just gonna continue doing what I'm doing, making music that's I feel like authentic to me and that I think sounds cool. So like, just don't force anything. Don't overdo it. That's what Kenny Beats says, you know, who also went to Berkeley.
Why is the music video for Feels filmed vertically? It's filmed vertically, right?
It is.
Or did I have the wrong settings
It is
on?
definitely
Okay.
100% filmed. It's because they like Bershka, the brand, they made it to be like a TikTok, Instagram campaign.
Oh, okay.
So it was just like, oh, we're gonna shoot it vertically for that exact reason. It was cool. I was like, oh, this is chill. I know.
I like the fan.
The
when
fans.
They put the camera on there.
Yeah,
that was really cool. And
that
then
was a fire
it would
shot.
change. Like, I don't know, your moves would change. Every
Yeah.
time it'd flip around.
And they would just like
revolution.
cut it
Yeah.
to different
Yeah.
angles. No, that was definitely clutch. Yeah,
Who
they
came
went
up
crazy.
with the diner idea? Was that Bershka?
Yeah, that was them.
Oh,
That was
okay.
them. They were like, we just want to do it in an environment that seems natural, and
Is it a diner that you've been to a lot, or?
that was in the middle of nowhere, New Jersey.
Oh, really?
It was
Why
so
did they
deep.
choose that one? There's a bunch of diners here.
It's because like, I guess renting out, they had to like
Oh,
rent out
got
the
it.
diner for the day, and it would probably be so expensive doing it in
True.
New York or in Brooklyn.
Did you eat the pie that they gave you on the plate? Was
I ate it
good?
right after.
Okay.
I ate most of that food I was nibbling on or fully ate. I was like, bro, I'm not letting any of this go to waste. But it was fun. It was cool. It
Wait,
was.
what's better, cake or pie?
I like pie.
Okay, good. Me too.
I really like pie. There is some good cake.
But
I
cake
feel
is too like
It can be too like
sweet.
yeah.
And like also frosting can be overwhelming.
Unless
I
it's
think
a really
sponge
good.
cake is good.
Yeah.
Like the I guess the base of it, but frosting is like
Yeah.
I don't know. I
There
draw
could
the
be
line
like
there.
bad frosting.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, pie like apple pie, hot apple pie with like ice cream, or like
Yeah.
coconut
Or
pie.
peach.
There's so many. You can't really go too wrong with pies.
Because it's the crust.
It is the crust.
Yeah. The best pie I've ever had is blueberry pie in Montana.
That sounds so fire.
It was the best pie I've ever had, honestly.
That sounds really great.
Okay, next question. I Don't Know Why also has some cool production. Guitar, drums, and piano are all involved, but at different times. I guess, like, how did that one come to exist, I guess?
I don't know why. It was like I was remaking Feel, which I originally made in 2019. Like that song is so old, but I was like, oh, let me just remake it. And then I originally had I Don't Know Why like in the middle of the song, and then it went back to the Feel beat at the end. So it was just like a 6-minute song
So you took
altogether.
it out.
So I just replaced it and put it at the end. And I just made 2 like 2-minute songs, 2.5-minute
Do you
songs.
sit with your ideas for a long time? Like, do you end up going back to something that was made years before, or is it like, I don't know, what is
Yeah.
typical for you? Like, is it instantaneous, like, oh, this track, like, I'm feeling it, or?
It kind of changes sometimes. Some songs take really long just because I might like forget about it and then come back, and other songs I'll make in like 2 days. So I feel like it kind of depends. I don't know why it took a minute, because I think I started it in like November or December. Then I went to Europe for like
Yeah.
that minute, came back, and then we finished some other shows, some makeup shows with Noname. So I was kind of just in and out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of just like all, yeah. I don't know why it was kind of just like another section of Feel.
Well, when it comes to like seriousness of music, what's your thought on like? I feel like the beef is over, but like Kendrick and Drake.
Oh yeah.
You were on Kendrick's side, right? 'Cause
I was
that
on Kendrick's
inspired
side.
you like to do rap and take hip hop more seriously.
Yeah, Kendrick is definitely the GOAT.
What did
Yeah,
you
I feel
think
like
of,
it was. I feel like it was all very interesting. I feel like most people had a winner before the beef even really started. But yeah, I'm definitely, I would say, Team Kendrick. But shout out them. You know, Drake, he makes bangers.
Yeah.
J. Cole,
Well,
he
J.
did the
Cole was
smart thing.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
That was a move.
Would you ever make a diss track? I feel like you
Um,
wouldn't have beef with anybody.
Nah. I was, funny enough, literally yesterday, I was talking to Jackson about that. I was like, bro, I don't have beef with anyone. Or at least I'd hope not. Like, I literally have love for most people. But yeah, if it came, I'll be down. That would be kind of fun. Just like make a funny little diss track.
You should fake it.
I
Like
would
create like
Imagine just like
the
a
PR
fake,
for that would be crazy. You know what I mean? As long as the
Imagine.
tracks are good.
right? Maybe I'll make a fake diss track to someone. It's just one of the homies. Diss track to Elijah Judah.
Yeah.
Coming for you, bro.
Okay.
Beware.
So the album you did with Luke Titus, Some Things Take Time, was about having faith that things will work out and being patient during times of uncertainty during the pandemic. Now that it's over, even though we actually have avian flu cases kind of going crazy right now.
Yeah.
Now that the pandemic is over, what kind of music are you channeling now? And like, because like New York is so integral to your music.
I
don't know. I guess what's happening in New York that you're taking inspiration from right now?
Literally just like get turnt music. That's all I'm really making. It's either that or just like sad boy music. I feel like because it's just like drill and like Jersey club music is so hard. Cash Cobain and Ice Spice and all them.
Oh.
So I feel like I'm definitely. Was there
an ant on your shoulder?
Whoa! It's an ant, guys. All right. Hopefully it doesn't. Okay, we're chilling. Anyway.
Imagine if it was the same ant.
I feel like it is. I feel like he's like likes the red. That might be it.
Geese like red.
Yeah.
Dangerous thing to wear at a park, but
yeah, maybe next time I don't know, because you don't see a lot of red looking around. I'm realizing. So, but anyway, yeah, definitely making like jumping, dancey music. I feel like that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, I like the serious, jazzy hip hop stuff, but I'm definitely trying to have a good time.
It's like nice that you have the skill set that enables you to go beyond what's traditional too.
No,
like, not everybody can do that. So.
For sure. No, yeah, I'm trying. Just trying to take inspiration and make cool stuff. Like that's the move.
Like way back when though, in 2020, you mentioned to shout out LA that like they asked you some question about like risk. I think they asked that to everybody who was being featured on those articles, and you said it was integral to your work. Is there any risk that you've taken recently that you feel like paid off, or any risk that didn't?
No, I think a risk like all the same. That song.
Yeah.
At first, I was like,
I love that song though.
That's one of like I feel like my best
one
songs.
Of the most popular ones.
Yeah, also one of my most popular songs. And at first, I was like, dang, I don't know if I should drop this. Like, all the hardcore jazz heads are gonna be like, what is he doing? Making a. But I was like, nah, I feel like I have faith that this is a legitimately good song. That ended up, succeeding way past my expectation. And I just like playing it the most too. Whenever I'm just at a show, I'm just excited to play that song. So I feel like that's a risk, and it's carried on to just me kind of trying new sounds and kind of pivoting more in that lane sometimes, just more alternative, more indie. Yeah, I feel like that's a valid risk, kind of. And like going on tour is always a risk.
For your fans, is there anything you want to say to them about what you're working on right now?
Yeah, it's gonna be cool music. Just more music, more videos, more clothing and merch.
Oh yeah, clothing and merch.
Yeah, I'm working on some new stuff.
Who's your biggest fashion inspiration right now then?
Biggest fashion inspiration?
Yeah. You're like myself, me and the homies.
I couldn't say myself. I feel like all my friends are just be wearing great fits.
I like that one. I don't remember which song this was for, but it was like the music video where it was kind of meta because you guys were like setting up, and then like I don't know who it was. Maybe it was Jackson, but he like put the sweatshirt onto the rack and then you took it off. Yeah. And I was like, damn, they're really promoting their merch right now.
Yeah, that was definitely like, and I just wore the hoodie, but then we're like, yeah, we should just put it in there, just like.
Oh, and you wore the hoodie the way that all of you guys wear it, with the fucking sleeve off.
The half on, half off. It actually feels, because sometimes
good
it's like a temperature where it's like too hot to wear a full hoodie. It's like vest weather, but it's like too cold to have it like all the way off. So like you hit them with the half on, half off.
Maybe you guys should create a sweatshirt that like is cut like that though.
Wouldn't
like
that be
have
fire?
A hemline like that. Yeah.
You should. I think Yoshi was the first to do that though, and then I stole it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a move. That's smart. It's definitely smart.
I think that'd be really cool actually. Because it would be very like not avant-garde, but I feel like that cut would be really cool.
Yeah, just the way it like goes diagonally.
Yeah.
Do I start now?
Oh my gosh, you drew it upside down.
Oh no!
No, it's a
That's
choice.
amazing.
This goes crazy.
All right, I'm ready for you.
All right, so this is my drawing. It's called States of Constant Illusion
Oh.
and Happiness. Yeah, that's what it's called. I labeled everything. So I have the Star of Life, which is just like you're a star in life. The Balloon of Fate, which has a star, which has an iteration of the Star of Life. The ups and downs of life, because sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad.
So real.
And I'm trying to win a Grammy, so the Grammy is holding the Balloon of Fate, which contains the Star of Life.
Oh, I
Wow.
see it.
You know, that's what we got
happens if
going
the
on.
balloon of fate gets punctured?
Then you'll be down. then you'll be kind of sad, but it's okay because you can get another balloon, so you'll be chilling.
It's got all
You
the
can have
answers.
another one? Amazing.
No, you'll just have to make another balloon. But yeah, that's
Nice.
it.